Hello? Hello, it's me. I have arrived very late, but I am here, finally. Noodles, what's up, Noodles? Can't wait for it to start. Yeah, I started a little late, but here I am. Gummy, you're released from the ad. It gets you every time, Gummy, I swear. You specifically, it always gets you. Panda, don't you start, mister. Doodlers, I'm sorry, I missed last time. I had a lot of work-related things I had to do, and I didn't get the chance to do things like doodle, and I was very sad. And today I had technical difficulties because the streaming software likes to be a little difficult sometimes, and then I lost my pen, so I had to spend like 30 minutes looking for that. But we're here, we made it, we're doing it, we're doodling. I think we're gonna keep working on this today, because I want to get it done. But if Athena or Janae joins, we'll finish these up too. So if they join, we'll finish these up. And in the meantime, we'll be working on this pretty lady. Full commission level doodles, y'all. Get ready. I don't know if I've ever done like a full detailed drawing. I'm going to try not to take forever on it though, because it could take forever. They usually do take forever. But if you guys are curious about how, because the drawings I do for you guys on here usually looks a little different than what I do for commissions and all, so I figured it'd be good to do it this way. It takes more time, but, you know, I think it looks pretty. I do a very simplified version for you guys. Again, just because it takes eons, typically. A gift? What kind of gift? A present? Is it a doodle emoji? It better be a doodle emoji. We sure are, Noodles. You prefer noodles or ramen? I personally like noodles because it rhymes with doodles. That's a silly word. I'm tempted to change her face, but I'm not sure. Oh, and I think we're just going to go ahead and jump into this, but if Fabian joins, I told him I'd do him a warm-up doodle, so we'll do that for him if he joins. If not, we go jump right into this lady. I'm very tempted to redo her face. The eyes look okay. Do they look okay? I'm trying to not make them so close together, but sometimes they feel too far apart, and I can never be sure. I think maybe just the tiniest bit. Yep, not that one. So how my doodlers doing today? You guys having a good week? It's Friday, baby. That too, but I can gift you now on TikTok. You're right. We gotta go live on TikTok. I don't wanna, but apparently you guys heard we're keeping TikTok. So there's that. It's not gonna be banned anymore. So I usually wait to do the notification till I go live, but you guys are right. I gotta go live over there. I like to put it off because I could speak freely over here. But let's do it. All right. I'm gonna do the thing again where I kind of switch in between. Because I'm still testing it. But right now, I am leaning on the software being stupid. Even though it looks way better for the stream, you guys can see a lot more. You don't have like my phone pointed at the screen and my hands covering it most of the time. But we gotta see. We gotta see. I'm gonna give it a really thorough good go to really give it a chance. But alright, we're ready. We're ready for Doodle. I mean, for TikTok. Let's do it. Alright. You guys get the behind the scenes stuff over here, all right? You guys are the most special, all right? But don't tell the TikTok doodlers that. All right, you guys are extra special. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Boom. Get that hair out of here. Now we can notify. Here we go. Let's do it. We are live, right? Yep. Boom. All right. I've been waiting until you're my first person I gift. Do you mean like a oh, like a gift in there? Oh goodness. Panda, are you gonna get something where it's like 50 hands? Then I'll have to draw it. Oh, let's see. A present for me. Yeah. Welcome back, Gummy. We're working on this lady again. Zero, what's up, Zero? something. There's a lot of people with exciting news today. What you got for me, Zero? Lay it on me. I'm ready. I'm in pain. Oh, Lord. What happened? Are you okay? Why are you in pain? Do not pain. Peace, oh peace. My doodlers are never allowed to be in pain, okay? Only happiness and relaxation. That's the only thing Oh, the chat is missing. All right, hold on. There we go, that's better. All right, now we can see it. Look at you guys' words over here. Look how cool. What you drawing? So, toasty cold. Oh, toast is cold. Okay, there we go. Toast is cold. I'm doing a, so I reopened my commissions recently, but I need more modern, like a more modern portfolio because the old commission, I stopped for a while and now I'm opening it back up again. And my art style has, I think, improved quite a bit, or at least is a little different than it used to be. So I need some more modern things to kind of show what I can do now versus back then. So we're doing a little portfolio building. Basically, I'm doing a commission, but it's not for anybody. So just kind of as an example, more or less. Panda, the heart thing. All right, Panda, we gotta get you in there. Love you so much. There we go. All right, Panda, where we gotta put ya? You got your name in the Hall of Doodle Fame. Oh, it is all Ian's, you little the tiny. Panda, okay, dolphin. I could do dolphin. That's not too bad. Panda, we'll do your whole name, man. Okay, hold on. We got Unalive is my fave. Thank you for the follow. Me join scare acting job, and I start today with my scare acting job. What does that mean? Like I'm imagining like a haunted house kind of vibe. Is it that kind of thing? I used to work at a haunted house. Although yours sounds cooler than like an actual haunted house, but that's the only way I can describe what I'm thinking of. We got this one. This could kind of work as our warm-up doodle. Alright, Panda. Oh, Lord. You guys, I'm going to be so good at drawing hands just from your guys' gifts. Maybe it's a good thing, you know? It's giving me practice. Everybody needs practice drawing hands, because hands are a nightmare. Yes, you can see. Heart. There we go. And then the Diney. Oh, Lord. Pray for this Diney. Pray for the Diney, okay? I always make them look traumatized. He looks like a slug boy. Okay, we got his little feetsies. Oh, the teddies too? Okay, hold on, we gotta do the dolphin. Oh, whoa, ho! Oh man, I don't have a face to put it on. No! Oh, I missed it. Dang it. Thank you, Hole. Alright, hold on, we gotta give you guys your due respect. We got a little dolphin, gonna make him happy. And then, what's this one? Pet, what's up, Pet? Thank you for clarifying for me. Hold on. And then we gotta do a necklace. Little heart teddy bear thingy. Did you guys ever have like a friendship necklace with like a friend? It was all the rage when I was little, but I never had one because nobody liked me. Actually, maybe I had one. I don't know. Friends forever is a lie. Hard to keep in contact with your friends when you do things and you get old and you move away. Haunted forest, and I dress up as a horror scare and scare. Yes, Zero, I did that before. It's so much fun. Oh my god, you're gonna love it. Have you ever done it before? I used to do acting back in the day, and that was one of the little ones I did. It was so much fun. Alright, thank you, Panda. I appreciate it. Thank you for the gifts. You're up here forever now. Look at that. And then we got... What's up, Famian? A crown. Oh, I see you. Oh. Crowns are easy to draw. You gotta make it a big one. I mean, they're easy to draw poorly. Here we go. Thank you, Hole. Thank you, Panda. Appreciate it. What's up, Stingray? Oh, a gummy bear. All right, another bear. We got a lot of bears. Another gummy bear. All right. All these gummy bears are actually a little challenging to draw. All right, we're gonna do that one, and then let's see. What was that? What was that? From Hole. All right. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Thank you, Hole. Thank you, Panda. Stingray, what's up? No, I haven't my first time, and I'm so excited, but also worried because I've never done this. You're gonna have fun. Don't worry. It's the one I worked at was very kind of laid back and not like it's the vibe is everybody's supposed to have fun, even though you're scaring people. So I think you're gonna like it. Let's see. My ear has a pimple or something and it's swollen. It's almost shut. Really? Ooh, you might have like an infected something. I mean, infected, that maybe that's not, like just inflammation from like a pimple, a big pimple, basically. Can you like drain it? Is that possible? Oh goodness. Alright, you little gifters. Alright, I'm gonna try to do these as fast as possible. Goodness gracious. Alright, let's see here. Alright, you know what? We might have to wait until later to do these, or we're gonna do this the whole time. Alright, actually let me just try that. Alright, we got chili. Boom. We got donuts. How many donuts we got from Panda? We got lightning. We got ice cream. Boop, boop, boop. And then we got... There we go. Alright. Oh no, a TikTok symbol. Alright, boom. You guys heard? We're keeping TikTok. Are you guys excited? Stingray. Stingray. We got a donut. We got 2 donuts. Did I get everybody? Heart Puffs. We got 10 Heart Puffs. Boom. And then we got another donut. There we go. Did it? Oh, get popular. We're popular as heck in here. There we go. Whoa. Thank you, Hole. Thank you, Panda. Thank you, Stingray. I appreciate it. You guys are the best. Trying to keep up. Y'all out of control today. I'm gonna go, my ear is killing. All right, Gummy. You feel better. Maybe put some ice on it or something. Kind of get that inflammation down. You could take like a anti-inflammatory too. Maybe that'll help. But I hope you feel better. I know ear pain can be nightmarish to deal with. So hang in there for me. Thank you, Panda. Appreciate it. 4. All right, Hole. All right. 4 donuts. There we go. Thank you. Spooky! I saw Spooky get in here. How you doing today? Alright, so, Fabian! Fabian, what would you like me to do for a warm-up doodle for you? Let me, see if we have more room on this canvas. We might be kind of out of room at this point. This is a really long one. We still have some room. I think I'm going to end it after this, though, because the file might just get way too big. Yeah, we gotta do your warm-up doodle, remember? Oh, you wanna wait? Alright, Fabian, that's fine. So instead, we are going to work on my fake commission right here. Here we go, yeah! We gotta have some examples, baby. Do we like the face? Should I change? I'm tempted to change the face. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm feeling it. Something about it just ain't right. And it's not the third eye. Yeah, absolutely. We keeping the 3 eyes. For sure. I've been trying to draw a side profile for a thingy, but it's not working out. So there was a weird, there was one point in my life where I was really good at doing side profiles. And then I got to the point where I could never draw side profiles. And then I went back to just being like, I guess I can do them. It's really weird how you go through phases like that. For me, for the longest time, I could not draw faces at this angle, like the 1/3 angle or whatever it's called. I couldn't do it, man. I could not do it to save my life. I don't know what it was about it. And now that's what I draw pretty much every time. I'm kinda tempted to change it. Let me sketch one out over here real quick, and if I'm liking how it's looking, we might swap faces, but let's see. Maybe a little bit more direct at the camera, you know what I'm saying? 3/4. Yeah, that sounds right. Let's see if she looks good with eye bags. We could try some eye bags. We could kind of make them like kind of dark like this, you know what I mean? So she's like I think that looks edgy. We'll try that when we get to the color phase. I pretty much exclusively draw 3/4 angle. Yeah, I'm like that too at this point. Unless I have to not do that, like that's just like my default angle that I do faces at pretty much, so. Let me think. I don't want to do this. Is that a hair on the screen? No. Okay, sweet. I can't say that. Bunny, what's up? You gonna come doodle with us? We doodling out here, baby. Actually, maybe. Hold on, I gotta pull something up right here real quick. Did I notify to do it? Okay, good, I did. Lately I've been forgetting to notify the doodlers on Discord, and I'm ashamed. I'm so very ashamed. Okay, yeah, let me try. It's a little silly, but if you take doodle requests, may I suggest something? So I do take them. They're free, and I shall doodle. These are typically what I do doodles for. I do doodle requests most of the days I stream. The thing with the doodle requests is all you gotta do. I should have a Discord link in the About Me section over there. And you can put, there's a channel in the Discord called Live Doodle Requests. And you can put in there whatever you want. Most people do like OCs. Most of these are OCs and stuff like that. And then at some point, it'll get doodled, baby. You can put in there whatever you want, as long as it's safe for me to show on stream. You know what I'm saying? But it could be anything. It doesn't have to be an OC. It could be fan art. It could be whatever you want, baby. Okay, let's see if I will like this better or not. Okay, that's a little too far apart there. Alright, hold on. I'm overcompensating now. So yeah, we're back on the phone for now, and then later in the day, I'm gonna switch back over to using the software again. Because I want to test it at different points in the day so that we can get a more accurate assessment. Because obviously the stream like varies just because of the time it is or whatever. So trying to test it out with the software at all times. But right now I'm leaning towards the phone still being better in it, like actually letting people find me. Double Unicorn, thank you for the follow. Lost Puppy, what's up, Lost Puppy? How you doing? Okay. Let's do that. Okay, I want her to look gorgeous. We gotta have a gorgeous girly. There was one time I had a commission where they wanted it to look like, not in like an anime style. I mean, kind of in my style, but they wanted it to like really look like the person, to where I basically had to do like a semi-realistic portrait. And I thought that was fun. Not a lot of people do that, but it was like a gift for someone's significant other, so that was an interesting one. Normally, you know, I do things in like this kind of style and face and all that, but it was fun. A little challenging, but it was fun. It's relatively easy when you have a reference of the person, but let's say like you have a straight on reference of them, but you want them like looking almost all the way to the side like that. It can be a little tricky in that regard because I don't like, the face looks different. You know, they got a nose like that, they got a nose like that, all kinds of little details that make a difference when you're doing it. So it's a little tricky, but it's okay. And with these, I get a little more detailed with legs, with like nostrils and such. No joke, you keep being in software, the less I would show up. Not used to new things. You don't like the software? I have to go. Alright, Panda, you have a good one. Thanks for popping in. Jacob, what's up, Jacob? How you been? You guys having a good Saturday? You guys got plans tomorrow? You guys go party it up? You better party it up. Or at the very least, sleep in. Alright? I will tolerate nothing left. Silly Butter, what's up? I'm redoing this lady's face just to see if I like it better. Because I don't know how I'm feeling about the one I already drew. I'm gonna try one more face, see if I like this better. And if not, we'll go back to the other one. Oh, I love having you guys here too to help me like make a decision, because I've done this kind of thing before where I'll do like 2 different faces and I can't decide which one I like better. And I would drive my friends crazy because all my friends aren't like artsy people. They don't draw or anything. So I would send them like both of the images and I'm like, which one looks better? And every single time they would be like, I can't tell the difference. They look the same. Like every time they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And it's so frustrating. I'm like, what do you mean? They look up. I get that it's probably very subtle, but bro, they're different. It happened all the time. I would still try to do it even though I'd get like the same response every time. It was so frustrating. But now I have you guys, and you guys are artsy types like me, so you'll see what I'm talking about when I send you it. And this might give us a better view of the third eye too if it's at this angle. Those eyes ain't right. They ain't right. It's Saturday or Friday? Wait, what? What about? Yeah, today's Friday. Fridays, still trying to figure out what we're going to do on Fridays. And Saturdays, still trying to figure out what we're going to do on Saturdays. I know you guys definitely prefer the art content. So I'm going to try to keep it art related. You know, we might do something else different. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that drawing game you guys been recommending where we can all draw together, that kind of game. I still really want to do the Reddit thing with you guys because I'd really like to hear you guys' opinions. I love those Am I the A-hole Reddits where it's like they're saying like, oh, I did this and then they said that. Am I wrong or are they wrong? And they're so much fun, especially if you're doing it with people because you can like hear each other's opinions and stuff and it's very interesting. So I wanted to try that. So I haven't been watching or reading any because I wanted to wait for you guys. But the only thing with that is it would basically be like webcam on me the whole time while I'm talking at the camera, and that makes me a little scared. That's a lot. It's very intense. You know, like I can pop on my webcam every once in a while to say hi, but it gets scary if I don't turn it back off. So Asriel? Is that how you say it? Asriel? Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Doodle Club. How do you draw that mouth so effortlessly? I gotta be honest, sometimes I can do a mouth and sometimes it doesn't look like a mouth and I just want to like give him a face mask or something. It really just depends on the day how the mouths turn out. But I'm glad it looks good. Usually it's a variety depending on like I'll go from one thing I suck at to another thing. So for a while it was mouths, and then I'll figure out the mouth, and then it'd be nose. Right now for me the worst is feet. I cannot do feet to save my life. Okay, and then I think that works for now. Maybe. Should this one be a little bit further? Maybe like that. Is that better? Nope. Just a teeny tiny bit. Just a teeny tiny bit. Teeny tiny little bit. Is that better? Maybe. And we gotta have that third eye. I don't think I've ever done a character with a third eye before, but it's a fun concept. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so what do we think? Do we like this face better, or do we like this face better? Obviously, this one's like line art and cleaner, but what do we think? You guys, I need your help. Help me out. So this is number 1, and this is number 2. What do we think? How to be explodey with hands? Wait. Oh, as in like good. All right. So you can do hands really easily. Did you just like practice a lot? Is that how you got there? I just had to erase my favorite part of the character because something covers it. Oh, isn't that the worst? Oh, man. That happens to me all the time too. Because you don't think about it all the time, you know? You're just, whoa. You're just trying to like, you just kind of drawing and going with the flow, and then you realize like, oh no, this whole thing's gonna be covered up, and then you gotta erase it, and it's just so painful. Alright, this one or this one. I mean, maybe that one fits the pose better, maybe. I mean, but that, I kind of like the idea of her twisting a little bit. Let me get rid of this, and I'm gonna try this other face. It shouldn't take me long to do the line art for it. So we're gonna scooch this out of here. Goodbye. And then we're gonna scooch this over here. Hello. That's close to being the right size. Not too bad. And then I'd probably open up the hood a little bit in the front. Yeah, this is that one, Silly Butter. We well, maybe not finish it up today, but we're gonna do as much as we can today. You did it! There you go, bunny. So the thing with doodle requests is I do them in order based on when they are submitted. You can do 1 request a month. The only thing with it is it might take a minute for me to get to it because I'm doing it in order, but don't be deterred by the amount of people ahead of you in line, because I don't start your doodle request until you're actually in the stream that day watching. And, you know, some days are a lot slower than others. Today's a pretty slow day. So, like, you could have, like, 20 people in line in front of you, but if none of those people are in the stream that day, then you would be next. So it's usually, if you watch the stream a lot, it'll be a lot sooner than later. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna try this face. It feels like it's a little too small. But I don't think it is, right? interesting way of handling that. You mean replacing the face? It tends to help, specifically with like hands and stuff. If like I can't draw the hand right here, I'll just draw it over here somewhere, even if it's like pointing a different direction than I need it, and then I'll kind of like stick it back on there, and that seems to help for whatever reason. I think maybe part of it's like not worrying about like the right size and everything like that. Like you're just focusing on the hand isolated, and then you kind of stick it back on the drawing. That can help me if I'm like struggling with it. All right, so we're gonna do the lineup for this. We're gonna see if it looks okay. We're gonna find out. I think I want to maybe move this down a little. Here's a tip if you draw faces. Typically, if you're doing a more like realistic face, the tip of the eye is supposed to typically lines up with the, whoa, why are you white? What happened? The tip of the that usually lines up with the tip of the that. See what I'm saying? So, I mean, obviously it depends on the angle and everything too. And then the other thing with the face is that typically the edge of the mouth lines up with the center of the eye. Of course, it all varies depending on style and stuff like that, but it can help, you know what I mean? And then the ears, we're not going to have any ears with this one, but the ears, as long as the head is like level, it's not like all over the place, the top of the eye tends to line up with the top of the ear. See, we learn! The third eye is, so that's, I'm going to change the hood. So this right here would be the new hood, so that the third eye is peeking, because it's got to be able to see, you know what I mean? Samster, thank you for the follow. So we've been to see, what we think about this face. Okay. Okay. Do you remember the color palettes? Oh, I think, I think it was like blue and, do you remember? Blue and yellow, I think? Blue and yellow is what it was? Brown at the top of the eye. Are you sure? Because if so, I've been doing it wrong this whole time. Let me see. Let's see. Let me look at a face so I can see. So yeah, I think it just depends on the ear size. It's kind of in between, it looks like. But yeah, top of the brow, that works too. There you go. I do a lot of cat ear characters, so I don't have to worry about it a lot of the time. Blue and pale yellow. There we go, thank you. So this is why I need you guys here. Typically for a commission, I'll write all my notes in the corner of it so that I can kind of, while I'm drawing, I can refer back to it. And any references, I'll like paste on there. Kind of like how I do with your guys' drawings, I'll just paste it right on the canvas. I do think this needs to be squished. Just a little bit more squished. Just a little bit. Maybe that's too squished. We'll see. And like I said, this is why I can't go back to traditional. Being able to scooch everything out around and resize it, it's just It's just so convenient. I would be erasing so much right now if I wasn't. Honestly, back when I did do traditional art, I just kind of left it. Even if I thought it didn't look right, I was like, I'm not redrawing that hand. It's not gonna happen. You can like squish it like this. You can squish it. Easy peasy, baby. How do you say your name? At least 6 chair? Is that like a band thing? At least 6 chair? Can I call you at least? Will that work? Yes, you little biscuit. Unsolicited. I hate that. I wish there was a way to turn that off on YT when you have the like music playlist playing and then it randomly pauses it. Like, are you still listening? Like, mind your business, all right? If I'm not listening no more, I'll turn it off. What do you care? I think like Netflix does that too, and it's so annoying. And it makes me feel like it's judging me. Like, yeah, I've been watching Netflix for like 5 hours, all right? I don't need you reminding me about that. Get out of here. You gotta go work. You're gonna have fun, Zero. Real quick, what are you gonna be dressed up as? Just like a horror kind of vibe? I was a witch. I had this latex old lady witch mask on my face, and it was horrible to wear, but it was a lot of fun. Alright, silly butter, I'll be here. I'll be doodly at the top. Actually, I might, since it's like super, super slow right now. Witch, clown, or zombie? I was the witch, so I gotta recommend that one. It was a lot of fun, but zombies are fun too. Zombies would be a lot of fun. But witches, like, I'd be like, come, my darling. So you could, like, be really creepy about it. So, I enjoyed that one personally, but, you know, whatever fits your vibe, you know? Clown, I don't know if I'd do a clown, but I kind of want to do the crying. Oh, a crying clown? Okay. Sounds like that might be your vibe then, Zero. Okay. Do they... Well, you gotta go. I was gonna ask you more questions, but you gotta go. But yeah, good luck. You're gonna do great. You're gonna love it. It's fun. Scared the snot out of some people for me, alright? I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it. I'm wearing my winter clothes and going to the store with $80 to the store. Okay. Alright. What you gonna get? You gonna get me something? Can you get me some chips? You like it? I'm redoing the face right now because I'm not sure if I like the previous face I had. But now I think I might like it more than this one, but I'm not sure yet. I'm very indecisive. Quinter, what's up, Quinter? Alright, no problem, Zero. Get your money and get your fighting on. Nothing better than getting your money and scaring the snot out of people, you know? My username is a text field requirement. I usually get people to call me 6, but I'm not actually. I like 6. We could do 6. If I forget, just scream at me, okay? My brain don't work so good. Oh, you like it? Thank you, Board. Art, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Doodle Club. Something about these eyes aren't quite. No. Not quite right. Maybe a little bigger, maybe? Thank you for the likes, by the way, Art. I appreciate it. How you doing today, Art? I might actually, since it's really slow right now, I might try to switch to the software just to see if there's any notable difference today at this particular time. You doing good, Art? It is a Friday. You can't go wrong with a Friday unless you have to work on the weekends. Then a Friday's just another lame, boring day. It's no good. Friday is my oh no, so you just starting your week? Oh, that sucks. Oh man. But if you have days in the middle of the week off, then you know, then when you go out and do something, there's way less people, you know what I mean? And like stuff is actually open when you need to get something done. By the way, it's really awesome when you have to work 9 to 5 and like you need to go like to a store or something, but then those stores close at 5. So it's like, when am I supposed to go to the store? But that's a boring adult problem. I thought Friday was going to be fine, but it's literally like a Monday. Oh, no, man. A lot of Friday, Monday people in here. Hi, Mitzi. All right, I'm going to restart the stream really quick, okay? I'll be right back. I swear. Oh, but before you go, look at the note. Whoa, see you later. Goodness, she didn't like that. She said, don't touch me, mother. I came to say hi to the doodlers, not be touched. My apologies. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to do the software, and we're going to do another test. We're going to see. All right, but I'll still be live on Purple App and YT if you guys want to pop over there too. Just turning it off on TikTok just real quick. All right, see you later. All right, get that TikTok out of here. Get out of here. All right. We're going to try the software again. I'm going to be doing some experiments. Gonna see how it do, how it go. Let's see. First, I want to check something real quick. There used to be a way where I could check my account. I need to check it every once in a while because sometimes a random video, they'll be like, this video is inappropriate and you are now banned. So I like to check every once in a while, especially in the middle of a stream because you never know, and then I can deal with it. But I don't see the option to check that anymore. Let me see. Let me see, where'd it go? Let's see. Where are you at? Where are you at? Maybe they got rid of it. It's kind of annoying because, like, it'll show you a little bit, but it doesn't really give you an option to do anything about it. I love pizza. What's up? I like pizza too. What kind of pizza though? What kind of pizza are we talking? No, I don't see an option to do that, little boy. I don't know why. I don't know why they would get rid of that. That does me a grr. Alright, I guess I'll have to deal with that after the stream. But in the meantime, let's get going over there on TikTok, baby. I also have the webcam ready if Mochi decides to come back and you can see her beauty. Right now, she's sitting right out of the way of the of the where the my brain is stopping. Hold on, help. Where the webcam is pointed. There we go. I did it. Okay, let's see. Alright, that... For whatever reason, it unaligned itself, which is cool. Love that. Love that. God, this software is so bad. Ugh. It's so bad. It's better than using the phone, but the software is just... Like, you could tell it's their own personal software they make people use, because nobody would ever use it otherwise, like, ever. Alright, so let me center this. Just make sure it's centered, like that. So can you scooch this just a tiny bit? Alright, perfect. Actually, I'm kind of liking the face at this angle. Okay. Alright, so we should have that. Okay, I think we're good to go. And boom. Alright, we're back. We're back on TikTok, but we have the cool software so you can see things better. You can see it all better. And if you turn the phone landscape mode, you can see more too. Alright, just keep that in mind. Alright, so let me pull up the chat. Okay, sweet. What else do I need to do? Alright, there we go. The quality doesn't look too good on here, but maybe it's okay. I don't know. Alright, we're back. We're back and ready to go. Hopefully they come back. Okay, in the meantime, while I wait for my lovely doodlers to return, we shall hopefully finish this face and it will look wonderful. The nose, doing the line art for the nose for whatever reason is really a pain for me too. Coloring and like shading the nose isn't too bad, but like the actual line art for this type of nose that I'm doing, it never seems to look right with the line art. So I try to do as little as I can. There's the mochi. All right, let me get this webcam, baby. Let me get it. Hold up. Mochi stay. Mochi stay. No, she left. Dang it. I couldn't get there in time. Did you hear her meow though? I know you heard that baby meow. You gonna come back, mama? You gonna come back? Show everybody your beautiful squirrel tail. There we go. Alright. Oh, what's going on? Why isn't it letting me? What the heck? What's happening here? Oh, my OBS is acting a fool right now. What? Uh-oh. That's not good. Why is it doing that? Dude, the software lately has been wild. Alright, sorry about that. Let me, that's not what I want to happen at all. Alright. There we go. Alright, now I gotta adjust this again. Cool. Thank you, OBS. Appreciate it. There we go. Alright, we're back, baby. We're back. Now we can see the mochi. Hold on, let me pull it up. Welcome back. Alright, I'm about to show you guys the mochi. If you're on landscape mode, you'll be able to see, right? Hopefully, yeah, you see it. Oh, you can kind of see her a little bit. Look at her. Let's see. See, this is what she does when she doesn't want me to draw. And if I try to draw like around her like this, she'll immediately bite the pen. So this is why it like prevents me. Like the tablet is right here, and she does this on purpose, I swear. She's protesting. You can see her. Look at her. Mochi, I need you to not. She keeps. Oh, what have you done on my phone? No. Mochi, why? Alright, I'm putting that up there. You can't be trusted. There we go. Now she can't get it. Look at her, Mrs. Moots. You want to show off today? She likes to go right there on the carpet and roll around, so she might show you her belly as well. Huh, Mama? Mochi, I gotta do some drawing, okay? You've had my attention all day, Mama. You can sit on my lap if you want. I just have to draw. I do. I have to doodle. I really do, sweet queen. She not gonna let me today. Oh, wait, let me get there we go. That's better. There we go. Now we're a professional. We weren't for a minute. The Moach. Yes, the Moach. She is the Moach. The ultimate Moach. You gonna be right here and you're not even gonna meow for us? You're not even gonna give us a little peep or two? If you guys are really lucky, you'll hear a really crispy one. She'll go, brrrr. Those are my favorites. Oh, Mochi Mama. What? What is it? So, software so far, not looking too good. The main difference is people, like, not people that are my doodlers or people that are following me, but what are they called? Like people kind of passing through. That's the big one. When I don't see people passing through, which I do not right now, that is the thing that I notice is a problem with the software. Because on the phone, even when it's slow, I will still see people passing through. You know what I mean? But with this one, I don't usually see that. Maybe it just doesn't tell me, but I don't think so. So we got Mochi, please. Can't, she's like falling asleep right there. Mochi. Oh, look at her. I would angle it more down, but then all you would see is my lap like all the time. Mochi. Can you scooch? Can you scooch for me? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. That's very nice. I know you're talking to Mochi, but... Oh, Mochi, the prettiest girl. Yeah. She's acting like she wants attention, but she's actually just protesting. How's the music, by the way? It sound okay over there? And this way we can have music, which is nice. I don't like the, I don't like the dead silence when I'm not yapping away, you know what I mean? I guess I could sort of kind of draw like this. We'll see. I'm going to try. All right, get out of here, face. Boom. Back to PNG, the real me. Desire of Ages is that book for? I'm not sure what you mean, person. No, Mochi, you don't need to chomp the pen. No, ma'am. You sure don't. You're so cute. You don't need it, honey. You're the cutest cat on earth. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna draw around you, Mochi. Let me draw. We gotta get some doodles done today, alright, Miss Ma'am? And there ain't no moving her either. She'll bite me. Okay, alright. I'm kind of, maybe I like it, maybe I don't at this point. I think I do like the angle of the face better this way, but I'm not sure if the face looks good or not. Let's do the best part, that third eye, baby. Actually scooch that down a tad. Like that. There we go. I guess that looks okay. I think this eye's a little too small though. Yes, my love, I see you, honey. Yeah, I think that looks okay. What do we think? Do we like that? You misclicked, no. My sister is watching Zemi93. What's that? Is that a show? Or another TikToker? You drawing? So, this is just a character I'm making up. I'm trying to work on my portfolio right now for my commissions. And I need some more modern work because I haven't done commissions in a little bit. And my art style has improved since I last did them. So my portfolio doesn't look so good in my opinion. So I want to do some more modern stuff. This is what just a lady we kind of came up with together. Yeah, I think I like that face better. That looks better. Here we go, it worked out. I was afraid I was gonna draw it and it would look bad and I wasted all that time. The hoods are always a little tricky because every time I look at a reference, it's always doing something completely different than I thought a hood would do, if that makes sense. Might need to scooch this hair down a little though. Like that. What, honey? I think I do want the strand in front of her face, but that would look better if I do it in the coloring stage. Mochi, let me draw. Does the third eye give her some special abilities? Maybe? I don't know. I usually do the drawing and then kind of come up with the lore afterwards, so... What kind of ability should she have? We'll make it canon. Right now, I'm going with a celestial mage of some sort. So she's gonna have like celestial kind of vibe business happening. That's all I know so far. None of my doodlers are here right now, so I can't ask them for help. I don't have any spoons, and the ones I have are in the dishwasher. That's my life, dude. I like to wait until the dishwasher's full, because I'm just by myself, and it takes forever, and I don't want to wash, like, one dish at a time. But then I run out of spoons. Specifically spoons, for whatever reason. So yeah, I am thinking the software might be no good. Gotta eat my soup. Do you have like a mixing spoon? I've done that before where like the big kind of ladle-y spoon, you just eat with that. I'm ashamed to admit how many times I've done that before. But you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? Let's see, no. No. You're being naughty. So I am also live on TikTok right now. So I'm also talking to people over there. I'm talking to other places. Right now I'm trying out the streaming software for TikTok. Usually I stream with my phone pointing at the... Oh, that's too small now. Would you please? You are being so naughty today. I stream with my phone pointed at the tablet, which is not my preferred method. As you can see, having the software makes it look better. You know what I mean? Like the way you're seeing it over there on Purple app is not usually how it looks on TikTok. Like you get like looking through my phone. But the reason I do that is because for whatever reason, TikTok hates its own TikTok studio. And every time I use their studio, or at least back in the day, I experimented a bit. And I stopped doing it because whenever I would use the software, it just wouldn't put me out there like at all. So nobody would even know I was streaming. I don't know why. I know I can't think of a logical reason why. It doesn't make sense, but like I tested it a couple times and it was such an extreme, like I literally was using it and I was like, what's going on? Nobody knows I'm streaming. Do I just suck now? And then one day I was like, I'm just going to turn it back onto the phone, and instantly there was an insane difference. And it seems to be like that every time. And I am getting that same kind of vibe because right now it's been like 5 minutes and only one person has scooted in here. So, and that's not normal. On TikTok, typically people, it's not like Purple app where it's like people have to kind of find you. Like on TikTok, they just put you on the For You page and then you see people coming in and out because they're swiping like constantly. But that is distinctly not the case when I use the software, and I have no idea why. Oh, you don't have one? Rip. I guess you can give a spoon a quick little scrub, you know? See, that hood doesn't really look right. And I don't know why. Maybe like that? Maybe that'll work? Also not really a fan of this kind of being like that. Yeah, I'm gonna sit on the software for a minute because I feel bad turning it off again, but I am gonna switch back to the phone, I think, in a bit. Because I'm starting to think it is still the way it used to be. Now, today's a slow day just in general, but I do see the difference between the two, so. We're trying to do what we can do to survive out here, man. It's hard. It's hard times for doodlers. It ain't like it used to be. How would the hair be? It'd be kind of that, maybe? Okay, you know what? That'll work. I can't spend all day on that. We gotta make some progress. Alright. Yeah, like I said, this is why my doodle requests tend to be more sketchy. Because this is how long it takes me to do like a proper commission thingy, so. That's why commissions are expensive, because they take a lot of work. My prices are actually pretty low compared to most ones out there. I think I make like $1 an hour if I was calculating it hourly. But it's the love of the game, baby. Okay, I think that'll work. I think I like that. Alright, I feel bad erasing this face because I don't think it's a bad face. But I do think this one works better for the... I think I might need to make her head a little bit higher up though, actually. Maybe not. It really sucks doing adjustments like this with line art though. Unfortunately, I never notice something needs to be changed like this until after I do the line art. A lot of times until after I finish coloring and everything, which is a real pain in the butt to fix. Because you can see all of this, I gotta fix all this now. I wish I could just figure it out before I do it, but like I can't tell with the sketches for some reason. I don't know why. Hard. But I have become a pro at fixing my own foolish mistakes, because that is half the battle. Alright, I think that'll do for now for the face and the hair and the such. I just need to see if there's anything else I need to do line art for before we start doing the fun colory bit. Okay. I still feel like something about this eye isn't right. I don't know why. Maybe? No. Let me see something. Are they the same size? Yeah, they're about... That one's actually a little bit bigger. It just looks like it's smaller for some reason. Try making them both bigger. Maybe that'll help. I get... no, it doesn't feel right. Let's see. Yeah, I think unfortunately this software might just not be the way to go. I don't understand. Why would they like... And it's like hard to get the software. Like they make you like, you have to have so many followers or you have to have gotten so much engagement before they even let you use it, right? So it's like they're picky about it, and it's like the goal in like, oh, I gotta do that so I can finally get the software, you know what I mean? But then when you get it, they like punish you for it. Like, it's so strange, man. See, this is why I'm salty at TikTok, because they be doing dumb stuff like that all the time for no reason. Like, what? And it's like, okay, maybe they don't want to put out gaming content because most people that use this kind of software, they do games and stuff, right? Like, all the artists I see use their phones, even when they got like 50K followers and stuff. So they obviously have the software. But even still, like, they give people who stream games, they give it to them earlier than they would give it to someone like me, because I would do art. Like, for whatever reasons, they're like, oh, we want more gamers in here. So we'll if you show that you're a gaming streamer, if you're gonna stream games, then you can get it sooner than you would otherwise. Like, you wouldn't have to have 1,000 followers or whatever. But then, like I said, it's like they don't put it out there. It's bizarre. I don't know. They seem to just do really dumb stuff like that. That is really frustrating to deal with and navigate. That, and like, you can't say so many words, and it's like that on every platform. There are words you can't say, and most of the words I don't want to say anyway. But like on TikTok, it's absurd. You know what I mean? It is absolutely absurd, the things you can't say with that. And it's not like in the rules or anything. They'll just like secretly punish you. Like, there's no set in stone. It's more or less a theory that people have in terms of like the words you can and can't say. But like, people have seen it. Like this, for example, the streaming software is like my own theory, right? But it's, you know, they don't have to say it for it to be true. Like, you can see the evidence for it. You know what I mean? So it's frustrating that they're kind of not honest about it, because people are trying to do their best, you know what I mean? And if you're secretly punishing them for something that they didn't even know that they did wrong, then what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? Oh, thank you. Is it Jose? Is that how you say it? Thank you for the follow. Or Joe's? Jose? Please correct me if I am incorrect. Please and thank you. I also recommend joining my Discord if you would like to be notified when I go live, because TikTok probably won't notify you. It just won't do it. But the Discord will. Alright. Alright. We just have a floating head in the corner, but that's cool. Of your cartoon drawing? I think if you said something else before the of your cartoon drawing comment, I don't think it went through. Did you say something else? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. She is a random character that I am using to increase my more modern portfolio. We're almost done with the line art. We just gotta... And then we gotta do some color, which is the easy part, and then the shading, which is the hard part. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate it. You have a good Friday. Party it up for me, alright? None of my doodlers are here today, and I am lonely. Everybody's out partying, dude. They ain't got time for doodles today. No. I feel like that arm isn't right either. It's like too long or something. Yeah, it's like too long. Yeah, that looks better. That was way too long. Right? I think so. Right? Rats make me crazy. Thank you for the follow. That's a fun name. Why do rats make you so crazy? I like rats. I used to have pet rats. Might join on my main sometime. There you go, join! Join us, baby. Oh, I see. I see. Yep. The rats make me crazy. I mean, you know, that is fair. That is fair. That would drive me a little crazy, too. The meme loop, yeah. What is it you got? Like, I've seen it before, but what was it from again? I forget. Was it just like a thing online? I used to think it was from, like Resident Evil or something, but it's just like it's like not, right? Like it's just like an internet thing. Am I wrong? Just cleaning up these lines a tiny bit. There we go. Okay. Ace, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Doodle Club. Oh, you're liking it? We're on the software hole. I might go back though. I'm not getting good vibes from the software today. It's very slow today in general, but I think the software might be a no-go in terms of its usability for streams. It's a little harder to tell now. It's not as egregious as it used to be, but it's still not exactly great. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. It helps. We're doing our best out here. You know, Roses! Thank you, Hole. Hold on, we gotta get you over here. We're gonna put you over here. 6 roses. Here we go, thank you! Alright, so I changed the face. You think this face looks better, Hole? Everybody left before I could get a consensus on if we like this face better or not. Do you like it? You think it looks better than this one? I don't know. I think this one looks good in terms of like how it looks, but I think this head looks better for like the whole like body positioning and everything. You like it? Alright, sweet. Hang on 1 second. I gotta go grab a blanket. I'll call. Warmth. She looks less layered. She does? Okay, good. Good. I'm hoping the color and everything will further emphasize that. Because, like, she's just, you know, she's just a lady with the cape, but for whatever reason, she just really looks like Raven. I think someone random came in last time and was like, is that Raven? I was like, no. I mean, I guess it is. That wasn't my goal, though, but apparently it is. Maybe I should do like a fan art drawing. Would you guys be interested in that? Me doing something like this, but like fan art of a character? I don't know if that would be super interesting or not. Usually fan art for myself, I typically just do like a time-lapse TikTok or something. Silly Butter, you got some chomps? There we go. Can I have a bite? I'm hungry. I feel like maybe the head is too small. Ugh, I just fixed all that hair and I'm gonna have to do it again. Help. Yeah, I think the head was too small. Usually it's too big. Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. I gotta fix the hair again. Woe is me. Connecting curvy lines like this too is also very challenging. Well, we gotta do what we gotta do, man. Can of ravioli, thank you. Is it what's the brand? The one brand that everybody eats? Like Spaghetti Campbell's? Is that what it is? Is it one of those? Because I prefer the cheap brands. Not just because it's cheap, but I think it tastes better. Chef Boyardee, there we go, that's it. What kind of cookies, Hall? It's very dependent on how you answer that question. Because if it has nuts in it, I refuse. I utterly refuse. $1 a can? See, that's what I'm talking about. Oreos, are they double stuffed though? Because if they're not, I don't know. Chocolate chip cookies that are really soft and warm. Alright, I'll have a cookie, thank you. That is an acceptable cookie. But if there are nuts in there, I'm gonna scream. Alright. Just a couple more things to fix, and then we can get on to the colory goodness. And then once we color it, we're gonna spend a lot of time doing shading, baby. So buckle up. You guys are gonna see how I typically do it. I could do it with the gradient map, but I don't know if I want to do that. I think since we might do like a celestial kind of skin tone business, maybe it would work. I'm not sure how I would do that, actually. Does that look better? Is the head too big now? No, that's right. Okay. Psyching myself out. Dennis, when you sneak in here, Dennis, how you doing today? Oh, I see you over here too. What's up, Dennis? I just saw you on YT a second ago. My thing was covering the chat, so I must have missed it. Is chocolate chips nuts? I don't think so. But sometimes you think it's chocolate chips and it's actually nuts, and that's a bad day. Actually, I'll be right back. I need to go grab something to eat. We keep talking about food and I'm hungry, alright? So I'll be right back. Keep an eye on this not Raven lady for me. I have returned. Rocker, what's up, Rocker? Let's see. Moved here because I thought you ignored me. No, I didn't mean to, I swear. I appreciate you trying YT, though. It helps. Purple app, Discord, and TikTok all failed to notify me. Maybe something's going on right now, because it is, like, unusually slow today. Am I being sabotaged? A doodle hacker got in here and made it so nothing That's strange. I've been experimenting with using the software and the phone again. I'm still testing my hypothesis. I just tried to do a skip and I hurt my ankle. Oh no, you okay? You didn't, like, damage it, did you? Let me do something real quick over here. Oh, hold on. My mac and cheese is done. I'll be right back again. I have returned once more. This time I'm staying, I swear. I did the little jump and I guess I put too much pressure on it and it hurts really. Oh lord, but I think it's fine. Can you move it around and stuff? I think that's like the big tell. I can't remember the last time I tried to skip. Skipping's pretty efficient though. If you skip, you can like get somewhere so much faster. We should all be skipping more, man. She always leaves us. It's not true, Wrecker. I'm here to stay, I swear. We're gonna finish this lady that's not Raven, but looks like her. Alright, so I think that's everything we need for... I could do like a little pouch on the belt. Because D&D characters always have a little pouch on the belt. But I do not enjoy drawing them. They're no fun. I mean, they look great. I would want my character to have like little satchels and stuff on my belt because it's cool, but they're not fun to draw. Not at all. Dang it. There we go. Clean this up a little bit more. Guess it doesn't need to be super clean. It's not really for anybody. Just another example. I feel like this hand might be too big. Just a tiny bit smaller, maybe. Like that. Maybe. It's so hard to tell. Alright, that'll have to do for now. We gotta do some color, baby. Can't just do line art all diggity day. Big thing though is I gotta make sure these lines are closed to save me some headache. Not having closed lines is just a bad time. All right, all right. So let's figure out how we're gonna do these colors. This is also one of the hardest parts too, is figuring out what colors to put where, because I'm really not that good at color, if I'm honest. Color has always been difficult. I don't know what the heck color theory is. Again, that's another reason why I love when my commissioners pick out the colors for me, but today I gotta figure it out. I'm frightened. How was your day today, Soft? It's alright. Not too bad. How was your day, Silly Butter? You had the best set of, what is it, Friday? Friday ever? You gonna sleep in tomorrow? I know a couple of you guys, Fridays or Monday, so it's probably a bad Friday. Unless you love your job. God knows that's a rarity. Can you imagine a world where everybody likes their job? You know how happy people would be? But that's a fantasy world. Unless you're rich. Alright, yep. Alright. So, I wanted to give her a unique skin tone. I was thinking maybe... So what I was thinking is I was thinking of what's up, Art? Welcome back. I was thinking of doing a regular skin tone and then doing like a gradient from the like limbs going up. So like her feet would be blue and it would kind of fade into the regular skin tone, but maybe it would be better just to do the whole thing blue. You know what? Do I even have gradient maps on here? I might not have any downloaded over here. Oh, I do. Okay. Not a lot, actually, but a little. Yeah, not too much to work with. So we might just have to do it with just regular coloring. You like the gradient idea? The top should be a little shade of blue with the yellow line straight. What do you mean the top? Oh, her hair? Her hair should be a pale yellow with highlights of blue. That'd be good. Be fun to work in both. Or I could do like a gradient, kind of like the skin. I think. How can we do that? So I'm going to start right... We can always change the colors if we need to, but I'm going to start with regular skin and do like a gradient kind of business in there. This is why you need closed lines, alright? Or this would take a lot longer. Sometimes the paint bucket likes to be difficult, though. Alright, is that it for the skin? Yeah. Oh, come on. Ugh. You little biscuit software. Alright. Detrivious Bustle? Is that how you say it? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Doodle Club. Top of the shirt. Okay. If you could relearn drawing from the start, from the beginning, how would you start? That's an interesting question. If you could relearn drawing from the start, or the beginning, how would you start? How would I do that? I have no idea, actually. I think maybe what I would do is I would find... I would focus more on making a more unique style for myself. When I first started drawing, I was like a little kid, but I would start, like, I'd always try to make it look anime-ish, and then eventually I kind of strayed away from that a little bit. But I think I would like focus on getting good at kind of making my own kind of style. And I would practice doing things other than people, because people are what I'm good at doing, because I would always draw people. And so now anything that isn't a person can be pretty difficult for me. So I might make sure I get practice doing all of those things instead of just people. Pretty much. Whenever I have to do like a detailed background or something, or like an animal, it's always such a struggle for me. Like Optimus Prime. I would draw nothing but Optimus Prime. And then I could be cool, like, what is it? Hollow Kite. I'd be like Hollow Kite. They do have a great style. Okay. Let's try the gradient first. See if we like that. Misclicking on a big canvas is not fun. That's why I'm always afraid when I'm filling in with the paint bucket on something this big. It's really dangerous because if I click outside of it, it'll try to fill up the whole canvas, and if the canvas is so big, it can make it crash. But we like living life on the edge, baby. Too dark. Something like that, maybe? Do we like that? Maybe a little more subtle, like that. And then we can kind of give her like blue lipstick or something too, you know? Kind of tie it all in a little bit. You like that? Oh, thank you, Corolla. Is that how you say it? Thank you. I'm glad you like it. What's up, Freddy Fazbear? Getting better at humans? There you go. See, most people who don't draw like a whole lot, not you, I'm talking about like my friends growing up, whenever they would try to draw, but like they don't usually draw, so they're a beginner, they always say that trying to do humans is like harder than anything else, which does make sense, because humans are so like if you're doing like something else, like a lot of other things, it can be a lot more forgiving. The human body is very unforgiving if you get something wrong anatomically, and the anatomy is very kind of complicated, if that makes sense. Like, it's very organic, so it's always in a different position. The body changes in very specific ways that you wouldn't expect a lot of the times. Different angles, it looks completely different. So they usually say that people's the hardest thing, which makes sense, you know what I mean, considering how unforgiving it is, and especially like faces, like, because our brains are like designed to really pick up little, I keep misclicking outside of the page. Our brains are like fine-tuned to like notice little teeny tiny details on faces and stuff like that, and so if it's off, it really sticks out, you know what I mean? Whereas if you're doing something else, our brains aren't as tuned in to stuff like that, so it can be more forgiving, you know what I mean? So it really, it makes sense that the human body would be the hardest part. But for me, I think just because I was always doing like fan art of anime and stuff like that, it's just what I got the most practice in, and that's why I can do it. Now it's like the thing that I can draw, and everything else is a nightmare for me, so. Or you could practice Sonic characters like Kaboom. True. I'd be the best Sonic Doodler ever. Softy, these are a whole bunch of different people. I have no idea who they are. Are you talking about the people in here? Yeah, that's true. Usually it's just our classic doodlers, but we're getting some new people today. And like none of our doodlers are here today. I don't know what's going on, man. Silly butter. Don't you ever do that again, you hear me? Don't you ever look away. You haven't learned from Panda's mistakes? Listen, I'll let it go this time. Alright? But you tested me today. You tested me. Okay, how else can we make this work? Maybe I should make the gradient go higher up on our legs. Let me try that. Because in the blue, I want to do like celestial designs and stuff like that. Let me see. I don't like how crazy blue that is. Does that look weird, or do we like that? I don't know. Maybe I should make it darker. And that way the yellows, like, constellation star designs will show up a little better. Maybe? Maybe. Looks a little odd right now, but it'll come together. Hopefully. In theory. Theory is all we have. The only thing that I don't like about this, though, is this and this just kind of sticking out with no blue at all looks a little strange to me. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking of, putting a little bit of blue on there to kind of tie it all together, but it doesn't really fit the gradient thing. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to think how we could do that. Maybe like on the sides, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. What do you think, Cole? Do you like it? You not like it? You like it? Oh, Pink Fox! Sorry, I keep forgetting to check YT because I don't usually stream. How you doing, Pink Fox? Haven't seen you in ages. How you been? What you been up to? It'll even itself out with the shading. I hope so. You never know until you get to that point. We'll see. See, I feel like maybe I should just do her skin like blue. You know what I mean? And then I can have a gradient of like darker areas. But that being said, when I do the shading, it's going to be really hard to make that look good. I don't know. I just don't know. Give her some like blue eyeshadow or something. That might be fun. You think it looks good, Hole? Alright, I trust you. Writing my own book, plus family stuff and work. What kind of book are you writing? Ooh, a dark one. Okay, I see you, girl. How long have you been working on it? Have you made a lot of progress with it? I haven't had a lot of artist friends, but I have had a lot of writer kind of friends. Cute, thank you. What's up, Q? Happy we got a raid. That's my first raid. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. We appreciate the raid. We're trying to do the celestial lady, and I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the blue. Cole likes it, so I'm gonna trust them, but I'm suspicious. I don't know. We're gonna try it. We can change it later. She's supposed to be a celestial lady that's gonna have, like, the color scheme is blue and yellow, you know? But I'm just not sure how it's gonna turn out. And I could do a gradient map, but I don't have any good ones on this computer. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, thank you. How you say your name? Kiru? Kiru? Is that how you say it? Kiru? You like it? Normally we do doodle requests like these, but today I'm trying to get some more modern portfolio work for the commissions, baby. You got a cat one? Look, I got a cat one too. Oh, that one claps. Oh, that's a top tier cat one. Cryu. There we go. Thank you, Cryu. Here, look. I have some great cats too, but I like yours better. Can you post your own animated ones like that? For the little custom emoji things? Because I would love to. I don't know how to do it that small, but I would love to do something like that. Oh, did it? Oh, okay. So, so yeah, the purring sound. You heard it. Awesome. There we go. That was for the raid, I guess. It'll make that sound for the raid. Yeah. IDK if you have to hit a goal. A goal to post it? Is that what you mean? To upload it? Oof, I'm probably not going to be making that anytime soon. It's hard over here on Twitch. Purple app. I am less mad at Purple app than TikTok right now, but Purple app, it's a real upward battle when you first start streaming over there. TikTok didn't used to be that way. It used to be a lot kinder to new people, but now it's just like, ugh. Only the people that make us a lot of money get to get views. No doodlers allowed, and then we cry and cry. Used to be great though, man. That's part of why I loved it. They gave like people a chance who were just starting out. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Maybe they'll go back to the old algorithm or something, since apparently we're keeping TikTok. So, but at this point, I've been so salty. I'm like, just I don't care if you stay or go. Just figure something out. In the end, I do like it. I do like using it. You know what I mean? There's so many TikTok cats that I'm a fan of that I would lose forever. But they peeving me off lately, so. You think so, Cryu? I hope so. It's hard. Today is a super slow day, so it's probably not going to be today. Normally it's not quite this slow. 2 months I've got up to 6 chapters in the first book, and the others have the plot premise lined out, but I have to stop because my mama had a heart. Oh no, goodness. She okay? Is she recovering from that? I miss drawing, but I will get to design my own book covers. Oh, there you go. That's true, Pink Fox. You can do all the facets of it. You know what I mean? I've had writer's block for probably a year now and nearly 2. Oh, we got a lot of writers. Okay, I see y'all. Yeah, I was always the drawer of my friend groups, but hold on, my brain stopped. Help. Hello? But I had a lot of friends that were really good at writing. One of my friends, she was so good at it, I swear. We would come up with little like stories, you know. I was a little cringy, but like we would come up with like an anime we liked, like Inuyasha. We'd come up with like OCs in that world, and she would write out the story, and I would either illustrate it or do like a little comic page of the same thing. It was a lot of fun back then. But nobody I know, no friends of mine ever really doodled. I was always the only doodler. That's why when I found out there's a lot of fun things like art trades and stuff like that, I had no idea because I had nobody to trade with for the longest time. I don't know how I'm feeling about her bubbles either. We're gonna leave it at this, and then we can change it later if we need to. Oh, I forgot. She's got a third eye. So after a bit, I'm gonna give it its fair go with the streaming software on TikTok, but I think I might at some point. Oh, it's already 7? What happened? How is it already 7 o'clock? I feel like I just started. Y'all, so when I first started streaming, 2 hours was a workout for me. Like, it would exhaust me, right? Now it's like I stream for like almost 4 hours, like 4 times a week. And I swear it's like the fastest point of my day. Like, it goes by so unbelievably fast. I don't understand it. You think I'd be like worn out because I usually don't talk this much in real life typically, but so, talking like this, you think it would tucker me out. You know what I mean? I'm kind of introverted by nature, but like, I guess you guys, you're fun to talk to. So it flies by, man. I can't believe it. I would like to do another one of those all day streams with you guys, but most of you guys can't really be here for that anyway. But then I would have so much time to get things done. Oh my god, I'd be so I'd get like 50 doodles done. Last time we tried to do it, it was on a Saturday, and we started at like noon. And we were just going to keep going until later in the day, But I ended up getting a headache, so I had to stop, unfortunately. But it was so slow in the morning that I was kind of like, I guess there's not really a point. Everybody's sleeping in, as they should be, Welcome back, Panda. You take that blink out of here. I'm another writer trying to be a doodler. See, excellent. You're welcome. Oh, by the way, for my new doodlers, if you'd like, join my Discord. I should have a link in my TikTok profile. If not, let me know, and I will send you one in a message. Or you can go to my Purple app, and there's a link in the About Me section. It's just Softy Doodles over there. I recommend that because if you do artwork, you could post your art in there. At the end of the stream, we'll see your guys' art that you post in there. And you could do a doodle request for me in there. And the main thing is, honestly, that it's the best way to get notified when I go live. So TikTok doesn't like to tell you. It just doesn't. But Discord will. A couple years ago, whenever I would go live, I would get like 100 to 300 people, but I lost that account. So I'm telling you, Hole, it used to be. What did you stream, by the way? Because when I first started streaming, I got like 50 every time. I mean, it ain't no 100, 300. That's incredible, Hole. But like, it's so different now. Like, it is so different. Like, I've been streaming for a long time. I have more followers. And it's like, they just don't put you out on the For You page anymore unless there's like something specifically that they are putting out. You know what I mean? And it's brutal, man. Like, they, ever since it got banned for like a night, the algorithm has been completely different. And I thought it was just me. I was like, I guess people hate me now. I don't know what happened. But yes, I'm listening. That's why I'm trying to build up my accounts on YT and Purple app, because I don't trust TikTok anymore. Like, it's changed it so badly that I don't like, they're not very nice anymore. You know what I mean? So it just, very salty at it. There are people who are other artists that I watch that go live on TikTok, and they have like 50K followers, like ridiculous. And I'm telling you, they have about as, like, sometimes even less viewers than me on their lives. Like, explain that. TikTok is just, it's stupid, all right? It makes me mad. And honestly, I wouldn't have been that upset if it went away. I'd still be upset, but not that upset. You moo! How dare you, moo hole? That's almost as offensive as a blink, but I'll let it slide. She's doing better, but she had 95% artery blockage, but managed to have only a mild heart attack. They said if she had another, it wouldn't have been well. I won't say it, but we were told she was lucky. It would have okay, I see what you're saying. Oh, I'm glad that she got through it though. Is she on some good medicine that'll keep that from happening again, hopefully? That's good that it was something she could recover from, because that's so scary, man. Hopefully they can get her on some good medicine, and that kind of lets you know to start the medicine and all now so that something worse doesn't happen, hopefully. Oh my goodness, you little... Look at this. I should take a screenshot of this. Look at the disrespect in here. Look at the disrespect. Alright? Taking a screenshot. So we got Panda blinking. We got Silly Butter beeping. And we got Whole mooing. I have never been so disrespected in all my life. I will never forgive you, Doodlers. Never in all my days. I got a screenshot as proof. I'm gonna post it in the Discord and be like, look what they did. You guys are... Oh. Alright. Okay, back to drawing. I feel like the mouse... I feel like all of this needs to scooch down just a tad. Just a teeny tiny tad. Yeah. I think that's better. Again, I never noticed these things until it's harder. I mean, that wasn't too bad, but it's harder to fix sometimes, man. All right. What color should the clothes be? I was thinking of like a, like kind of a, like the classic kind of white undershirt, poofy sleeve kind of business. But I don't know about the rest of it. I was thinking this part could be like yellow with like filigree or something, and then this part could be a darker one. But I don't know if I want to do blue or what. Like that. That might be okay. And then that. And then... Actually, you know what? So her outfit doesn't really make a lot of sense with the cleavage because it's the undershirt. So it should be connected like that, actually. We gotta get them bubbles out of here. Cover your bubbles up. You have an undershirt. How dare. Kind of do it like that. Get out of here, bubbles. But then we were gonna do constellations on the bubbles, and that might have been fun. I just don't know what to do. I don't know. Could be straps. Yeah, they could be straps. I mean, I guess if nobody noticed, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Thank you, I'm glad you like it. I'm trying to figure out the colors right now. She's gonna be a celestial mage of some sort, but I'm not good with color, I'll be honest. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, she's on very good medicine. Luckily, I've got experience in healthcare. Plus, we have some good heart doctors where I live, despite the hospital being crappy. I mean, that's good. There we go. That's good. And it's showing that it is helping her with it. Awesome. Okay. I quit healthcare completely, actually. So why'd you quit? Did something happen? Oh, you've been going through it, Pink Fox. Goodness. What are you doing now? What if the cape was white with like black star? Oh, that's interesting. That's it. Oh, you know what we could? Oh, you know what we could do? You can see how color confounds me. I was thinking maybe we could do like real dark on the underside. And then in the underside, I'm going to try to do it fast so I can actually show you what I'm talking about because I can't explain it. We can kind of do like nebulas and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, actually, let me like that. That's a little bit much. And then we can kind of do like spacey business. You know, it's gonna look better than this, but like spacey kind of business. You know what I mean? And then, but I feel like that would clash with her skin if we're gonna do it on the skin. You know what I mean? And then we'd have like stars and stuff in there. You know what I mean? Those are too small. Can't see them. I love you. Like, you know what I mean? Like this would be like the spacey kind of stuff in there. But maybe, and then we could do like the top of the cape yellow. You know what I mean? You like that? That is a good point, Hole. I had one commissioner that would always come back for more commissions. They were great to work with. They always gave me these gorgeous color palettes to work with. You can tell they like got a brain for color because they would pick like such interesting color palettes that look gorgeous together. And she would like send me examples of the clothes, examples of the colors, examples of patterns she wanted on the fabric. And it was just, a lot of those commissions are some of my favorite because they picked out the colors so good. But I've definitely had ones where it's like, are you sure you want those together? But hey, you know, if that's what they want. All right, let me try to find a yellow to go on top here. I'll make the underside look better, obviously. It's just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. And then we can make the underside of the hood that color as well. Like so. However, I think I need to change the top if I'm going to do that because that's kind of blending in a lot. Or this part of the shirt, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of fun. I feel like part of my brain that understands colors is just starting to develop at 24 years old. Dude, I didn't use colors for so long. I think I was older than that when I started figuring out color to any extent. It's hard, man. I don't get it. And some people are just freaky geniuses. Like colors just make perfect sense to them. They always know like what would go with this and like, and it's stuff I'm like, I would have never thought of that, but it looks perfect. Like I don't understand those people. It's not fair. Nothing, there's no jobs, plus she needs me more right now. Okay. Can you make the chest area sheer fabric? That way you can do the design. Maybe we could do that. I need to open my commission back up. Yeah, yours is very colorful, Pink Fox. Pink Fox is one of those where I can tell you got an eye for the color. That's why gradient maps, I've been using those a lot, because they kind of do the color picking for me a lot of times. It just wouldn't work with this one because of the gradients and stuff, but like a lot of times those can be helpful if you struggle. Jolene, what's up, Jolene? You need me to make her hair pale blonde? Pale blonde. Let's see how that goes. Like that, or even more like a silver blonde. What do we think? We like that? I think that works. I've been working whenever your streams start now, so I always miss my. Oh, at least you can join us at some point. You know, most people join later in the day anyway. That's pretty normal. It takes a long time to learn colors plus blending. Yeah, I think it's because I didn't use color for so long. I would always just draw with a pencil. I never really had the patience to like color my drawings and stuff like that. So I just really never got any practice with it. And I'm trying to learn. It's just hard, man. I have an eye for making stuff look like other stuff with like the shading and stuff like that. But in terms of the cut, like there's always like colors and like certain angle. Like there's some people who do like shading with like a color instead of just black like I do. And it looks so nice, but every time I try it looks weird. What did you say the job was, Jolene? Okay. Are you singing more like neon? Is that what you mean? I stray away a little bit from neon because it's really difficult to shade. Like that? Is that what you mean? Like a brighter tone? Like I said, color's not my forte, so... We could do a gradient in the hair, too, but maybe that'd be too much gradients. Teach kids about wildlife? Is it like a zoo or something? Or are you at like a teacher? That does sound awesome. I love animals. I am. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Purple app, which is the big streaming platform. TikTok is very litigious, so I can't say the names. And TikTok. I'm mad at TikTok because it's not very nice anymore, but we still gotta do it. Set up and oh, you like it, Raiden? Thank you. But I tried to decorate it all pretty and such. I don't know what that means. Are you talking about a specific color? Because I have no idea how to find that. I know that people can use that to find colors, but I don't have any idea. If you have like a example, you can send it in drawing references or whatever. It might be good to work in just a couple different colors in here, because having it only blue and yellow might look a little costumey. So I'm trying to think how I can work in some other colors. Just, like subtly, you know what I mean? So the reason why I'm leaving the border dark like that, I might change it. I want to make like a bright yellow border, but having the dark underneath first will make the filigree and stuff like that pop out a lot better. So that's where my brain is at with that. Let me show you what I mean. So you see what I'm saying? How that would like pop out more if I do that. I'm not sure which brush I want to use though. I want to keep to the celestial vibe, but I don't think I have any brushes that would work for that. And that's not too bad. Kind of royal looking, you know? You made it, Pink Fox! You're in the original land. The land of the original doodles. What if her hair glows? That might be neat. Okay. Glowing hair. See, this is why I need you guys all the time. Because it's hard to... Oh, I'm doing that on... I would not recommend doing patterns and stuff on the same brush... Or as it's... the same layer as your color. Because that way, if you don't like it, you can get rid of it. And then do another. And then try that one. And then you can kind of compare which one you like better. You do a more simple one like this, maybe. You know what I mean? I don't know what this one is. Okay. I have a lot more brushes on my other computer. I have barely any fun designs over here at all. That one's not too bad. I could kind of see it for a celestial vibe. Maybe not. Maybe not. That looks a little too flowery. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Jolene. Goodness gracious. All right. I see you. I almost missed it. Jolene. Okay, Jolene. Let me get you in here. Wait, how do I spell your name? Jolene. And then we had a big ol'... Uh-oh, hands. Oh, no. Pray for me. I find it interesting that TikTok still does the, like, millennial heart thing. Because I think most of the users are, like, Gen Z, and they apparently don't do the hand hearts like this anymore. Do you guys do hand hearts like this, or do you do it the new way? Listen, I'm trying really hard not to be a cliche old person and be like, mine's better, you changing things too much, but I mean, it's just objectively better to do it this way. I'm sorry. I respect how you do your hand hearts, but it's wrong. It's not right. All right? Why did you change? It doesn't even look like a heart when you do it. This looks like a heart. That's okay. You're still hanging out with us. That's all that matters. You here to help? Oh, you painting too? Yes, girl. Post that art in there. But thank you, Jolene. I appreciate it. Let me do a little heart behind it, since my heart hands aren't exactly the best. Thank you, Jolene. A little mochi animation. Oh, you like it? Thank you. I was learning animation, and I found a way to sneak it in. I do need to change the animation, though. I need to take the pen out of Mochi's mouth, because if you're looking at it from far away, it kind of looks like the pen is her actual mouth and she's like making a crazy face. So I do need to change that. I keep forgetting, but I also have it on the other ones too. So yeah. Mochi, what's up? You liking it? How the fur babies doing? They're doing good. Ichi's still, she's doing good. She still has accidents every once in a while, but she's doing much better. And all I care about is if she's comfortable, so that's good. Mochi's doing her mochi thing, you know. Being the best queen in the world. It's the only time ever when I don't give more because I don't have the money for it right now. Oh, you ain't never gotta give me money. You just enjoy the Doodle Club. That's all that matters. But I appreciate it. I forgot how to do the new way, so I reverted to the hand heart. I'm Gen Z and I do that, but I'm also a Zen millennial. Oh Lord, I can't say it. It shouldn't be this hard to say. I'm really trying. Zenilin. I think I have like a brain tumor. Why can't I know it's not this hard to say. Okay. Zenillennial. Zenillennial. Alright, thank God. Why was that so hard? Jesus Christ. Hand heart is better because it's easier to do with 2 people. Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Gotta re-download Discord. Oh, you got rid of Discord? No, I feel that. Millennial, Zillennial. Yeah, that that makes sense when you say it like that, but my brain was just not having it. Good Lord. Alright, what kind of pattern do we want to do? I'm so indecisive. They're never, like, I feel like in my brain I have, like, an ideal design, but I'm never gonna find that exact design, so I'm just like, I can never pick. Nothing's ever perfect, you know what I mean? That's kind of nice. And I would also do a border around the edges of it, like this. To kind of differentiate a little, and then kind of have the pattern like in between like that. You know what I'm saying? I got that one, and let's see, one more. We're gonna find the perfect one, don't you worry. It's gonna happen. It's in here. We just gotta find it. They're all make her look like she's like royal. Which isn't exactly what we're going for. That one kind of fits the celestial, I forgot the word, mage kind of vibe. What do you think? Alistair! What's up, Alistair? Wasting gas just to find work. Oh, you gotta drive around to try to find it? Ugh, man. You gotta spend money to make money. It's brutal. Jobs just, oh man, don't even get me started on jobs, dude. Oh, goodness. Impossible to find a job nowadays. You know, they told me getting a college degree would make it so I could get a job, but it didn't. It didn't at all. It just put me in debt, and I'm like, any job that'll hire me in any respect is a job I definitely do not need a degree for. Like, that is just how it is right now, man. I'm gonna make this look nicer, but I'm just trying to see it for right now. See if we like it. What do you think? Do we like that one? I kind of like that one. $25 to last me until my next paycheck. Oh, has it just been really slow with Uber Eats lately? Dang, girl. Alistair's always going through it, man. Hang in there for me, alright? Let's see. You posted it? Okay, so yeah, that's a very bright yellow. I mean, that's kind of close to what we got on here. Very platinum-y. Uh-oh, that was nope, that was the right layer. I thought I messed up. I thought I'd done goofed up, but I didn't. I'm just so used to goofing up. I just assume I'm always goofing up. $64 to fill the tank? It cost you $64 to fill it? Well, I haven't gotten gas in a long time because I've got an electric car. Jesus. Last time I would drive, it was like, I guess it was like 50, but $64. That's so much work just to be able to, like, that's so much work you have to do to pay for that just to be able to keep working, man. Ugh, this world is a joke. Goodness gracious. I love looking away and then seeing how much you did I remember about existence. It's making you feel existential, Rocker? That's exactly what I'm going for, baby. It's like they just put them up for looks like they're doing well, but we all know they're struggling. I have $17 to my name. Dude, we are all... Let me tell you, I am right there with you guys. That's why I'm opening my commissions. I didn't want to open my commissions. I wanted to focus on really, you know, doing as much streaming as I could and, you know, focus on that. I really wanted to give that my all. But, like, I can't afford to do anything, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm to the point where I have to open them. But, of course, nowadays it's a lot harder to get commissions because, you know, people don't really need an artist to draw a picture of their character because now there's, like, you know, things that can just make it for you for free. So it's really, really brutal right now, man. And it's just, like, it might be to the point where I'm just gonna have to get, like, a crappy part-time job just to be able to eat every day. And I applied to jobs where I could almost live off of them, you know, like that my degree would be put to use. None of them will ever get back to me. So, like, my only option is to, like, you know, work at a grocery store or something as, like, a cake decorator. And that would never be enough to live on my own, but at least I could have a little bit of money. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I feel you guys, man. It sucks. It sucks right now. Donating. I've done that before, Rocker. Although they told me not to do it again because I got really lightheaded. But yeah, like, it's... Oh, yeah, I did see that, Alistair. I've got opinions, but I don't want to get political. But I have opinions. If I had known this was gonna be this bad where I live, I would have stuck with the healthcare job. Oh, I see. Okay. Are you able to go back to any form of healthcare job? They're just not hiring right now? Or are you looking into going into another field? When they tell you not to do it again, you just listen to the words of Rage Against Machines. Yeah, exactly, right? Ugh, it's brutal. It is absolutely brutal out there. We're all feeling it, man. Meanwhile, certain people are living pretty. Okay, I'm actually going to redo this because it's too messy, but I think I'm going to stick with that. Let me just check, make sure there isn't something better. Well, this one's kind of fun. This one might fit the vibe, too. Kind of Japanese inspired a little bit. Any others? No. Okay. All right. So tell me, which one do you guys like better? Now, let me actually, before I do that, so we can actually get a good look at it. Going to do the border first. Okay, and final border. Alright, now we'll be able to see what it'll actually look like a little bit better. So our options are this one. This, oh, no, that's not what I said to do. This one. Or, do we have more than one? Why does it do that? That one, which I don't know if I like that one. That one, or that one. I'm kind of vibing with this one. I think it gives it kind of the mage vibe. Spawn, what's up, Spawn? Because I'm matching with someone? Oh, like you have matching names? There you go. The health industry isn't hiring right now? How are they not hiring right now? From what I understood, that was like the one that's hiring because we always need medical professionals. Oh, God. That's not good. That's not good at all. If they're not even hiring in those jobs, then what the heck is going on? It's back to go to college for a complete career change. So I consider doing that, Pink Fox. The only thing with that is I don't know how much a different degree would actually help at this point. Because I've seen people who have a degree in something super practical and they still can't get a job. Like the health industry. That was something that I would think is like, there will always be jobs out there for you. Apparently they're not even hiring there. Like, so like, it's to the point where I don't know if any degree would honestly be useful right now. You know what I mean? Maybe it'll change by the time you get it, but like, I was serious because I got a freaking art degree. You know what I mean? Like, how dumb was I? Obviously, that's not very useful, but like, there's, you know, friends of mine and other people, they have a degree in something very practical and they like, it's still useless. So it's like, I don't really know what to do, man. Let's all pitch into a house in the mountains and be mountain people, live off the land, no bills. I'd be at this point, I'd be down. You know what I mean? Doodletopia, that's what I'm talking about. Doodletopia, baby. I used to think him using a mirror tool was cheating, so I would always do my best to be symmetrical. So, the thing with that is I would never draw pictures that were symmetrical. I didn't even know people did that until kind of recently, honestly. But I would just, I never do a drawing that's straight on like that. You know what I mean? Even if they're like are technically straight on, like I like it to look a little more like asymmetrical, I guess, in terms of like the pose and everything. So I've never even considered doing that, but I know a lot of people do that, which is interesting. Not that one. That's not what I want. I want this one. There we go. Alright, that only took an hour, but we did it. We got a design. Maybe I could make the shirts like really light. You know what I mean? Maybe that's too light. Maybe black. What do you guys think for the shorts? What color should I do the shorts? I was trying to give it a little bit of contrast to all the blues behind her by doing the yellow, but I don't know how I'm feeling about the yellow. It's not very often you see bright yellow shorts, you know what I mean? You like this one? Alright. My brother got an engineer degree. Now he works at Peppy. Peppy? Hello? Engineer. Man, I wish I had a brain for engineering, because that's where the jobs are, from what I understand. Everybody around me is smart and can do that kind of things, but that kind of thing is so just out of my element. Obviously, I'm like an artsy type of lady, but yeah, that's a good one, I think. But again, it might be impossible nowadays. I honestly wouldn't be surprised, even with a really basic, useful engineering degree. It might be impossible because, like, the big thing I have seen with jobs that I apply to, and I'm not being greedy about what I apply to. I can't live off of these jobs, but I have to have a job, right? So I apply to these jobs, and even the most basic entry level, barely pays you anything job requires 3 years of experience. And not just experience. Oh, no, no, no. We're talking experience in, like, let's say I'm looking to be an artist on a small video game company. They say as an entry level, you have to have 3 years of experience on a major title game or something like that. Like, they refuse to let any new people into the industries. Just like overall. They will not give us a chance. I'm gonna not go on a tangent too much, but oh boy. If I had like a podcast where I just ranted, you guys would hear all the angriness coming out. I've been applying. I applied to like 4 last week. It's been like 9 years of me applying. Not one has ever called me back. But I do try. I do try. I was going to go for HR management, but that's very competitive jobs. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. What about a shade of purple for the shorts? I'm good at being a therapist. Yeah, I mean, therapy would be great, you know? Being a therapist. I think you gotta have like a Mac Daddy degree for that. Welcome back, Spooky. We're getting there. I'm struggling picking the colors, so. Whatever pants for like a shade of purple. Do you mean like a what kind of purple? Like a dark purple or light purple? An in-between purple? Nah, that don't look right. That maybe. I know it's so messed up because with my talents you think I'd find one, but I keep getting, you have talent, but it's not what we need. Exactly. I am so sick of hearing that. It's like, why do you even put out the application if you refuse to accept anybody trying to get into the career? And again, oh God, I'm not going to rant about it the whole time, I swear. But the thing that drives me insane is that they have the nerve to pay you so little that you absolutely could never survive on the pay. They have the nerve to offer you that horrible, unforgivably low pay and demand a degree and demand years of experience. Like, I swear, like, it's so bad right now. They are all like that. They are all like that. Like, and it's because people are so unbelievably desperate, they will take anything right now. Like, it's, ugh, it's so bad right now, y'all. I hope those of you that are young, by the time you get to, like, our point in lives, that things are better. You know, they're not going to stay this way forever, but they've been this way for a long time. And the generations around me, not to be woe is me, but we're having a really hard go of it. Because we followed the directions that our parents told us, all the older people. Get a degree so you can get a better job. We did everything we were told. Everything. And now they're yelling at us like we're lazy because we can't get the jobs. Like, I'm trying, bro. They won't hire me. And then they say the same stuff. Like knock down some doors until they, and it's like, there are no doors to even knock on. It's all online. Like, I've gone to the place to be like, can I talk to someone? And they won't talk to me. They're like, you have to apply online. That is what they say every time. Like, it's just, it's exhausting, man. It's so depressing. Oh my God. And we're all going through it. You know what I mean? I particularly am really dumb because I didn't do myself any favors by getting an art degree. Like, even if it wasn't horrible, I probably wouldn't get a job because I was really dumb. But even for people, like I said, who got really practical degrees, it's hard, man. It's so hard. It's so unfair. The McDonald's are turning you down. See, that's what I'm talking about, dude. The shirt type of purple? You don't like that one? Okay. Same color as the shirt. That shade of purple? Okay. I'll try that. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the matching, though. The audacity of these companies should have books on how they have such a... Right? It's just unforgivable. Like, it really is. Purple is blue. Do you do commissions through Discord? So you can contact me through Discord. I have an Etsy page, which is the main way I accept them. But if you're more comfortable paying through like PayPal or whatever, if you join my Discord, there should be a link on my profile. You can get to my Discord account. You can message me, whatever you had in mind. But yeah, if you feel more comfortable, you can do it on Etsy because Etsy has like protections and all. If you know you're afraid I'm gonna rip you off or something, Etsy will protect you from that happening. So a lot of people feel more comfortable doing it that way. I know there are some mean old fibbing artists out there, but yeah, pretty much whatever you want, baby. And everything alike, and she got hired. I didn't. Wait, hold on. My friend put a job application for the same place as me. We have the same requirements and everything, and she got hired and I didn't. Ugh. Brutal, man. One time I applied to GameStop and I swear, like, I had more experience than the dudes, but they hired a dude. So me. I wasn't right. I knew games better than those boys did, because I used to play a lot of games back in the day. They didn't care, and I was very salty. I was very salty. I'm still a little salty. I feel like we didn't get much done today at all. Alright, I think I kind of like that. Kind of like that for the shorts. Then the boots, I guess we can do like a classic dark kind of boot color, you know what I mean? I never get very exciting with the boots. What's going on here? What's this? Oh, I see. I think we might finish this lady up tomorrow. I think we might do that because I gotta get her done. So we're not gonna play a game tomorrow. We're gonna probably gonna work on this some more tomorrow. Some good old doodles again, baby. Alright. We got some color. Oh, what color should our eyes be? Do we have an idea? Or they have you come in to file a paper application after an online one. They never call you. Yep. I applied for GameStop recently. Honestly, Silly Butter, I didn't know they were still around. I'm surprised by that. The pizza I ate earlier had like no... Oh, really? That's the worst. I really like the sauce on the pizza. That ain't right. More than me? What's more than me? What happened? Walmart has you do a personality test, but it's impossible to pass. How do you fail a personality test? You turn your brain off and become a mindless, happy zombie, I guess? I don't know. I'm not sure what they would be looking for. Next Saturday, do you think we can try out the drawing together? I'm going to look into it and see if it's feasible. I do think it would be fun at some point to give that a try. It'd be kind of like a mix between doing the art and doing the games. Where's the cheese? It's under the sauce. I applied to Dr. Pepper a few years ago, and it was a record yourself interview. Man, I can't even get an interview. I can't even get that far. I know I don't have the best art in the world, but I think I have enough to where they could maybe even think about considering me for some of these positions. You know what I mean? Like, some of them are just straight up character design. Like, exactly what I'm already doing, but they don't care. They're like, no, get away from me, you heathen. We only want people with 10 years of experience, and we're gonna pay them $10 an hour. Don't you see how the world works now? You're in debt for no reason. Alright. Alright. I gotta quit being so dramatic. It's hard, man. Life is hard. Like I said, for those of you that are young, there's a good chance things will get better by the time you get out there, you know what I mean? But my advice is just try to be as practical as you can. Find a way to be practical and sustain yourself while also following your dreams, if that makes sense. If your dream is practical, even better. But like what I should have done, I should have got a practical degree in something I could get a job in. Again, probably wouldn't matter at this point anyway, but in theory, I could have got a practical degree in something that I could live off of and be relatively content doing and still pursue my art and everything I want to do on the side. You know what I mean? That is my biggest recommendation. Because the only thing I was ever told growing up is follow your dreams, follow your dreams, follow your dreams, follow your dreams. And I was like, okay, I guess I want to draw pictures for a living. And they were like, yes, you're good at drawing. You'll be able to be rich and famous. And, well, not rich and famous, but like, you're going to be a famous artist because you're so good at art. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to draw. And then I like graduate with an art degree. And I'm like, okay, what do I do now? And they're like, I don't know. Figure it out. I'm like, okay, cool. I apply to jobs. They're like, yeah, apply to some jobs. 10 years later, nobody will hire me. You're just lazy. Just keep trying. Like, okay, but I gotta eat in the meantime. Oh, good. Lapis might work, yeah. Do they straight up tell you that you fail the personality test? Like, is it like a thing at the end after you take it where it's like you failed? Like, how do you know you failed? I feel like that's really rude to tell you failed a personality test. You found your tablet? There you go. You better get to doodling there. Ramen is love, ramen is life. I mean, yeah, exactly, dude. It's sustained our generations for a long time, and they probably will continue to do so. We appreciate ramen's service. What would we do without it? We wouldn't be alive. That's what we would do. Hmm. Okay. We'll try the lapis. We'll see how that works. Just going to move to Japan and live on the streets. That's always been my dream ever since I've been to Japan. If I could ever make money somehow to sustain myself even a little bit, I would go straight over there. And by the way, housing isn't like everything's expensive over there, absolutely, but housing is incredibly affordable over there. Like super shockingly affordable, despite how expensive everything else is. But I think on the other hand, it's not actually very affordable. It's just we are that absurdly high with our housing prices. I think they're on the like normal range in terms of how much housing should cost. It's just us over here that are just like, you want a studio apartment with no running water, $15,000 a month. So it's cool. So I looked into doing the English teachers thing. The only problem with that is well, first I wouldn't be able to take my cats, and y'all know how I am about my cats. But second, it's awesome and it's great, but it's a little bit of a dead end because you can't really move up at any point. Like it's kind of like you do that and then you're done. And when I was considering doing that, I had silly, silly dreams of pursuing something where I can get further along afterward. Maybe if you're able to like meet people over there and then they can hire you in a different position of some sort. But in terms of that particular, like, teach English in Japan through these programs, there's not really a lot of like staying there for a long time and improving. At least that's how it was when I was looking into it. Where do you live, silly butter? 750 a month? I have never seen such a thing. Japan, I've heard, is harder to live in if you're a foreigner. So there are pros and cons to it. They're so not used to seeing foreign people over there because people got to understand that America is very unique in it being such a melting pot of different races. It's very abnormal in most other places. So over there, it's 98% Japanese people. And that's hard to wrap your head around. Basically what that means is I lived there for a year. By the end of my year there, I would stare at like other white people walking by because like you're just like, whoa, you know what I mean? When you're so not used to seeing anything other than what you typically see, it's shocking and it's like, whoa, dude, that's another way. I've never seen one of those before. You know what I mean? So you're always going to get kind of gawked at and treated a little bit differently. But that being said, they are unbelievably welcoming at the same time. Like they don't mean any harm by it. They're just fascinated. But of course that does have its downsides. You know what I mean? Um at least in my opinion, it's absolutely worth it over there. But that sort of thing isn't for everybody. You know what I mean? It's always a little bit uncomfortable in that regard, but it's worth it to me. Oh, in Japan. Okay, that makes more sense. All right. I was like, dang, where are you living? Yeah, yeah, Japan. It's super affordable, and they're like nice houses and stuff. Like it's wild. It is the job industry specifically over there, though. From what I understand, and take this for what it is. I don't know nothing about nobody, but from what I understand, typically you're expected to get a job fresh out of college. Like there's like an age range where you're expected to get a job and stick to that job for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? If you start a job and then quit, especially after that time frame, it is really, really, really difficult to get another job. You are just kind of expected to stay at that job. Um, if you don't get a job until you're like 30 or don't try to get a job, it's incredibly difficult to get a job just because you're at that age where you're past that period where everybody's supposed to get a job. They're like, why didn't you already have a job? What's wrong with you? So the career field, that's another beast that I didn't experience, but I know there are some issues with that from my very meager understanding. But the housing is where it's at, man. But the homeless over there have made it, to be honest. So I think I never saw a homeless person when I was over there, and I traveled around a lot. Homelessness isn't that big of a thing, I think, over there. I don't know. Again, I don't know nothing, but that's my understanding. One bed, one bath is like 1,300 minimum exactly. Rent where I'm at is 2,000 plus for a one bedroom. The lowest is 750, but they would be unsafe areas. Yeah, exactly. Where I used to live, it was 800 for one of the unsafest places you could possibly go. It's just, oh man. And then they give us crap for living with our parents. You know what I mean? Like, they give us crap for living with our parents, but it's like, what are we supposed to do? We can't even afford the crappiest place on the planet. Because you guys keep buying up all the real estate and flipping it and making a profit, and we can't even live. I heard Americans are discriminated against or fetishized a lot over there. So I'm sure that does happen. I never experienced that. The only thing I experienced was them being overly welcoming to me and all my friends and stuff like that. I went to a school where a lot of foreigners would go. You know what I mean? Like everything was taught in English. Like it's the school where all the exchange students go. Now there is this organization that I did see a bus or like a something like that driving by where it was like what they explained to me was that their goal is to get all foreigners out type of thing. So that was a little bit intimidating. But 99.9 in my experience there, they were unbelievably welcoming. They always looked at me like I'm a mutated alien, you know? But again, by the end of that year, I was looking at white people like they were aliens too, because, you know, they don't mean anything by it. They're just, when you're not used to seeing something, you look, you know what I mean? But yeah, they're, for me, I don't know if it's like depending on the area, but for me, they were unbelievably welcoming and kind and all that good stuff. So, again, if you're working in the career, I don't know how all that is. I could see that being an issue in like the career field. You know what I mean? But as a tourist, it's paradise. Let me tell you. Kageyama from Ramen Service. How can I help you? You got like a lifelong, what's it called? Like a lifelong membership we can get because we gonna need it. What's up, Ace King? Struggling with the 1K mortgage. Yeah, that's where we're at, honestly. It's my boyfriend has to work like, you know, people say 70-hour weeks, but they're exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. He works so hard and it's hard. He's gone 90% of the time on the road. Like it's unbelievably unfair for him. But he has to do that for us to survive. So that's why I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to find a way to make myself more sustainable in a way where I can kind of contribute a little bit more too. So I'm trying really hard, but everything keeps making it so hard. It's like with TikTok. Like I was like, oh, I can maybe do something with this just to make enough money to contribute in the slightest. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to be rich and famous, but I would like to be able to do something that I love and that I really want to do. That's my passion. And I can bring in just a little bit of money to help him out as much as I can. You know what I mean? And, you know, I really wanted to give that my all, but like, then the algorithms are changing, right? When things are looking okay, and it's just now it's like impossible to get commissions, which is the only way I can sustain myself. And it's hard. Yeah, so it's you know how it is. Hardworking, ain't he? He is the hardest working human being I've ever met in my life. Like I'm so not exaggerating. I don't have 1/10 the work ethic he does, man. He's a freak. So, but he literally has to be that way just to survive nowadays. Like, it's rough. All right. Anyway, it's been fun complaining to you guys about this. I'm sorry you guys are going through the same stuff I am, but it is nice to talk about it with someone that can empathize. You know what I mean? We're all in this together, all right? One day things will get better. I swear. One day. We just gotta hold our breaths until it does. That's what I'm trying to do, Ace. I'm actually streaming over there right now. It's harder to get the ball rolling over there, though. I've been streaming there for maybe like 2 months now, as well as TikTok. Trying to build it up, but again, that was the beautiful thing with TikTok. It really gave people who are starting out a chance. You know what I mean? It's so much harder to get the ball rolling on software like that, but I am trying. I got it going. I got all the streaming software is going right now. We trying. You know, we trying our best. Let's just cross our fingers and hope they don't mess up all the algorithms again. You know what I mean? Really doesn't help my wife bought a zoo. I mean, listen, zoos can be pretty lucrative. You know what I mean? All right, we ready for some doodle time? We going, oh yeah, lapis size. Let me fill them in real quick, and then we'll do some doodle time. I can't believe how fast today went. Good gracious. Good gracious me. All right, that way we remember at the very least. Look at that, that looks kind of fun. All right, doodlers, let's do some doodle time. We didn't get much done today. We'll get more done tomorrow. I swear. I swear we will. We gotta finish this lady. It's already 8, right? I don't know how that happened. I know I started a little late today, but goodness, maybe if it wasn't a private. Brought a whole zoo just for your private consumption. Start a clothing brand? I mean, hey, man. Nowadays, you can start a clothing brand as long as you can get an online presence out there. You can really do it. You can really do it, man. Maybe I'll have some artwork to share tomorrow. Yeah, post it, Pink. All right, let me pull this up real quick. Where are we at? Just a couple doodles today, not too much. Doodle time. Where are you at? Here we go. No, not that. Get out of here. There we go. All right. Oh, I need to. I mean, nobody's in YouTube right now, so I guess I could just leave the chat over there. But I do need that. Nobody's in Twitch right now either. Oh no. All right. Hold on. I always forget to move the chats, just in case somebody's over there. Shady's here. The mouse juice. I was about to not bother opening the Twitch chat over there. I mean the Twitch chat over there, but you popped in just in time. All right, and then we're gonna put this over there just in case somebody sneaks in on YouTube. And all right, put this bad boy up. There we go. There we go. No, dude. No. Oh, all right, there we go. Slideshow. No, don't spoil it. It spoiled it. All right. You ready? Let's see what we get. What we got today, baby? You can see it. Okay, it's a little crooked. Oh, okay. Hold on, it's a little crooked. Stop spoiling it. Hold on, I gotta recenter that for you guys on TikTok. I don't usually do the doodle time with this. There we go. Center that just a tad. All right, that should be better. I do recommend turning your phone vertical for doodle time when it's on the software, okay? Because it'll be hard to see the whole thing unless you flip it landscape. But okay, all right, back to it. Let's do it. Boom, 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 boom. Nope. Get out of here. Boom. All right. Make sure those chats are up. Boom. Where did the YouTube chat? I mean, whatever. Nobody's in there. All right, let's do some doodle time, baby. No more spoiling. Google Slides. Doodle difficulties. I'm gonna say that would be a good idea to have like a little thing that goes over the screen. Would be like, be right back, doodle difficulties. That might be fun. First off, we got Leaf Storm. We got a work in progress. Y'all know I love work in progresses. Leaf, wherever you are, you be sure to post it when you're done, Miss Ma'am. You hear me? Or I'm gonna go, why I oughta. I didn't even know you could do this. So yeah, it's the software. I don't use it very often. Master and/or Hole. Oh, what's his name? Denji. This little Denji. That's so cute. Oh, you did. How do you say it? Pochita. Yeah, Pochita. You did Pochita so good too. Thank you, Hole. I don't use the software very often because TikTok doesn't like to put my lives out there when I use it. But today is a special occasion. Boop. I see you, Boop. I see you. Look at that. Is that the one you did the sketch before? Ooh, okay. Oh, I hope they color this one. I'd love to see it colored. We got a dynamic action pose. I see you, Boop. Thank you, Boop. Okay, is this one of you guys? Because I don't know what that name is supposed to be or how to say it. Is that one of you guys? It's really cute, but I don't know who to give the credit to. You guys and your wild Discord names, man. Thank you, whoever you are. Wings of Fire? I do not, actually. And then Spooky! Oh, I love the way you do shading and all spooky. Again, it's got such like a Copic marker vibe, which is so pretty to look at. Your colors, too. Spooky is one of those people that is just, like I was saying earlier, just really good at color. Like, they're just a color person. You know what I'm saying? Alright, my doodlers. That's it. Splinky! We're about to end the stream. I'm sorry. I'll be back on tomorrow though. Okay, we're gonna do some more. We're gonna work on the doodle I was working on today some more. We're not gonna play a game. We're gonna do art tomorrow. All right, so buckle up. But all right, doodlers, that'll be it for today. You guys have a good night. Thanks for joining me. Hold on, I gotta make sure I can pull this up. Here we go. All right, thanks for watching. Goodbye. All right, and my purple app. Oh wait, I can say it now. My TikTok doodlers and my YouTube. Nobody's watching at YouTube, but thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. It was good talking to you guys. See you later. Goodbye. Oh, it won't let me do it. What's going on here? Dude, OBS been acting wild today. All right, see you later. Bye.